last year after the semi, I was broke physically and mentally.
Hmm.
So I stopped training for 2 months
At all? So like no training at all?
at, at all. Just
Wow.
ping pong, tennis, and basket.
So not no
No,
no
no
CrossFit.
CrossFit. No
Wow.
CrossFit for 2 months.
Yeah.
And it was very good for me, for my knees, for my elbows, for
Hmm.
my wrists. Was very good also for my mind. And but this year for me is not possible because until the day after the games, I'm a backup, so I have to be ready for everything that can happen.
Ready and set. Where are you at the moment?
I'm home. This is my home,
Looks
and
cool.
in Italy, in Tuscany, Lucca is the middle part of Italy,
Oh, in the middle part.
and yes, and this is what I can see during the morning.
Oh wow. That's cool. Is it
Yes,
is it
it's crazy.
in a country part? Is it far from a city or?
Yes, no, no, no. Lucca is not a big city. It's a small city. The city center is maybe 3 kilometers away from here, but
Uh-huh.
this is pure countryside.
That looks beautiful. Let me see.
Yes,
I
very
saw
beautiful.
oh, where is it? I have
But
to see.
Lucca is the city with the walls,
Oh
walls
yeah.
all around the city center is crazy.
Let me see. Is that also your place?
Yes, this is my house.
Awesome. Was that in the lockdown?
Yes,
That picture?
during the lockdown. Yes,
Awesome.
I was training outside.
That's a beautiful place to train in.
Yes, I'm I'm very lucky. I'm very lucky, and this is thanks to yes, this is my
I like
house.
this one. But you can't drop the bar on the grass.
Yes, yes. No, no, I can. Without any problem. No bouncing.
When I started CrossFit, I had a barbell at home, but I only had a garden with grass, so no floor. And
Okay.
after some weeks, the garden was just trash because I always smashed the
Like
bar on the ground, and the garden was
uh,
just trash.
my my grandmother had a rabbit,
Oh
and
yeah.
I don't know if you know what happened if you have a rabbit in a garden. After maybe 1 or 2 weeks, the garden is full of walls and,
Yeah.
and everything. So I think it's the same thing to have a barbell or a rabbit.
Yeah. But that looks really beautiful, man. When I went through your Instagram yesterday
Hmm.
and I found I why is it not showing? I found the latest pictures. Is that tattoo new? How old is
No,
that?
it's not new. He's 2 years old.
Oh yeah. I really
He's a
like it.
Dutch. He's a Dutch artist. Artwork
Uh-huh.
is called Artwork by Lies, Andreas Lies on
Uh-huh.
Instagram.
Cool. What does it mean? Does it have a meaning or is it just a cool bear?
Uh, the main thing is that it's just a bear, because I had that pic on my phone since 2017,
Uh-huh.
and I fell in love with that pic from the first sight. Um, I decided to tattoo it on my skin in 2017. But is also uh, a symbol to me because of my grandmother. She is
Mm.
still alive, but when
Yeah.
when I was a kid, uh, we played we played always to the bear because she built on my bed with the blankets a sort of hole, and I stayed under the blanket for the whole day, and I thought to be a bear.
Oh, cool. So you played the bear
Yes,
in the cave, I think.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
That's a cool story, man. I have a similar story. I have also like a bear on my chest, and
Oh,
it has also to do with my grandpa, because he passed away, like I think
okay.
it's I think it's close to 9 years now. But
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't there when he passed away. I was in Canada backpacking in the mountains,
Mm-hmm.
and it was really weird. My grandpa, he had cancer, and I knew when I went on the trip, I knew, oh, there's the possibility that I'm not seeing him again when I come back, because
Yes,
I went
I
like for half a
understand.
year.
Okay.
And my grandpa, he was always a mountain guy. He always
Wow.
took me into the mountains when I was a kid, and he always went. My grandparents, they always went to the same place in Austria when they did
Mm-hmm.
holidays for, like, I don't know, 20 years straight. All the time, the same place with the mountains. And when I was in Canada, in the mountains, I thought about him. I was on
Mm-hmm.
top of the mountain, and I thought, oh, this he would like that. That's a cool place. And I thought
Yes.
about him, and I felt like that he's with me. And it was really weird, because when I came back from that hike, I got an email from my mother, and she told me, "Oh, I don't know if I should tell you, but your grandpa
Oh my
passed
God.
away this morning, and we're really sad, but I hope you're fine." And I was like, "Oh, that's weird, man. I thought about him, and now I got this email."
So,
But that was
eh,
but that was really cool, because I thought
yes.
I'm not there, but I feel some connection.
So
It was really cool.
you were doing precisely what he loved.
Yeah, exactly. And I felt the connection, and then it was okay for me that I'm not there for his funeral and stuff. But yeah, and on the way back, I saw a bear. Like in Canada, you always
Wow.
see bears. And I saw a bear. He was far away, but that was like kind of symbol for me too. And then I decided
Mhm.
to get that chest tattoo. That's the story behind it.
Wow.
That's why
So,
I that's why I really liked the tattoo, and your story behind it also. Did it
yes.
hurt? Did it hurt a lot?
Oof. A lot. A lot. A lot.
I know, man.
Uh,
I know.
but was not too long because was maybe 3 hours,
Oh, that's
so not
fast.
too long.
That's
Yes, yes,
fast.
really fast. the That man ran, ran, and it was really fast. Right, 3 hours of pure pain.
Yeah. I remember when it took me like, I think, 4 sessions to get the tattoo done,
Wow, but is
because it's
it big?
basically like it's the whole chest. It's the whole chest.
Wow, like a
And it's
Fraser?
yeah, yeah,
Okay,
kind
okay.
of like that. And it's with colors. So it took like an extra session. And I when I think back, the first session, she only did the lines, and I was done. And maybe it was like half an hour or something. She just did the lines, and I was like, "Fuck!" Or I can't do it anymore. And then I came back for like four other sessions before it was done. But that was a
But
piece.
you know that the black, maybe during the years, disappeared. So I'm so scared.
To get back, to get it
Yes, to
redone.
get
Yeah.
back.
Yeah. I never did it. She always told me like, yeah, maybe the lines we have to redo them in like maybe a year or two. And I was like, yeah, yeah, sure. And never went back.
Me too. I don't know if it happened also to you, but sometimes I woke up in the night scared about to have disappeared the tattoo.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
I don't know. I don't know why.
That's interesting. No, no,
Mm.
that never happened to me.
I do always
Interesting.
strange dreams.
Yeah. To do, if it would disappear, would you do it again?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
Now means a lot to me.
Yeah.
Means a lot.
Yeah. It's also like for me, the tattoo is it's kind of like CrossFit, you know? If you
Hmm.
if you do CrossFit, you know that there's a lot of suffering and hard work. But for me, for example, if I do a hard workout like in the morning, first thing, I always think when I'm done, the day can come. There's nothing worse than this. It can come. And for me, it's the same with the tattoo. When I look at it, I feel like, yeah, I can endure some pain, and this is like a symbol that I can achieve everything I want.
Yes, me too. Also, after after the work, I remember that I said to the artist, "Thank you," because I learned a lot
Interesting, yeah.
about the pain, about the everything.
Yeah. What did he say?
Oh, you're welcome.
He maybe didn't understand
Yes, yes.
what it meant to them. But it's interesting, the chest or like on the side, I can imagine that it's quite painful too. But I have tattoos like on my arms and on the legs, but it's not as painful as here. That was the
Okay.
hardest thing. Like,
For me, he's the only one, and
yeah.
I think will remain the only one.
Okay. Cool, man.
Just a big one, and then I'm done.
Awesome story, man. When I first I didn't saw you first at the semifinal. I saw you before in
Hmm.
the stories with Andre and the No Shortcuts team. When
Hmm.
you went up there and trained with them, didn't you?
Yes, yes, in February for the whole open period
Oh man. How is that when they are in
was something. Uh, I'm still speechless
Oh, cool.
because
Where do you
was
stay when you get up there? Do they have a house or a room or something?
yes, yes. They have an apartment for athletes.
Wow. That's cool. Because when I then I went to the semifinal and I saw all these no shortcuts athletes like Yellow Horst, Manon Agnes, the team, you, and I thought like it seems like Tommaso is the only one who went up there and trained with them at the site. So I thought about that. Why did you
Yes, because I, I went up because of my backup role for the team.
oh yeah, you did compete with them, didn't you?
Yes, in I think it was November, maybe in Madrid Challenger Series last year
Yeah,
because
let's
of
see.
Andre's injury. Yes,
Oh, he had an injury. Oh, really?
yes. The consider that the competition was a 3 days competition, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and
Uh-huh.
I was called on Thursday.
Wow.
I had
Oh,
one
man.
hour to decide without any thinking, I said, okay, I'm in.
Man, were you at, when was this at the timeline? Was this before or after the Open?
Before.
Before? Were you
Yes.
in like in shape to compete?
Yes, because after the week after, I had a competition, and also the week after that week. So I did
Oh man.
three competition in a row.
Wow.
So I was in shape, yes.
Man, that's awesome. 1 hour. Were you in Italy or in, oh,
I,
where are they?
I
They're in
I
Denmark,
wasn't
aren't they?
when.
Is it no shortcut? Is it Denmark or no Belgium?
Yes.
Or
No,
no
Denmark,
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 Denmark, Denmark.
Denmark. Yes, Denmark.
Were you in Denmark or in Italy when they called you?
No. I was in my bed here at home in Italy.
Tell me you have to come. You have to come.
Yes, uh, uh, we're 7 a.m. I think.
Man. So you were
I,
in
wa-
bed
I,
and
wa-
how's
yes, I
that?
was still in
Andre
bed.
calls you or who did call you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Text message.
Get up. We need you.
Yes, was something like this.
Awesome, man.
And this that weekend and the period in Denmark for me are something too important, too important for me. Uh, I think the best experiences in my life by
So
far,
far, okay.
by
Awesome,
far.
man. How's that? Like, how's the schedule there
In February or in Madrid?
when you went on training with them?
Okay. Wake up earlier, maybe 7:30 a.m. Start training at 9, then lunch, then start training at 2:30, then dinner, bed to recover, and then do it again.
And how did you why did you wanna train at the no shortcuts? What was the
Sorry, I
why did you choose that training program? Why choose that?
oh Andres, when I was in Miami for the Wodapalooza,
Mhm.
Andres texted me and said to me about his idea of the backup. Okay, and also there I was I was in my bed. I'm always in the bed.
All good things happen
uh,
when you're in bed.
yes. And he said to me, "What about to come here and be our backup for the team for this year?"
Mm.
And I said, "Okay, I'm ready." And from the first day that I went in Denmark, I started to follow no shortcuts training
Mhm.
because for me was too clear that was the right choice because, for example, if I went to Denmark and still follow my own program,
Mhm.
uh, could be possible situation that like they are training with their program and I'm training alone with my program, but we are in the same place, so is
Yeah.
the experience is not full.
Yeah.
Do you
And
understand?
yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Did you program for yourself before that?
Sorry?
Did you program your own training
No.
before that?
No. I was trained by a coach in Italy, And now after the Open and the quarterfinals, I'm still trained by this coach in Italy.
Okay.
So actually, I'm not following no shortcuts training.
Oh yeah. Was it when you trained with the team, is it like specific team training or is it like similar to the individual stuff?
No specific team training.
Mm. Was that really
Also,
different?
both situations, because they did, I think, um, twice a week a team training, a pure
Hmm.
team training, and then maybe in the other days they did couples. For example, Andres and Ninke together,
Hmm.
Julian and Julia together. So stuff like this.
Oh, interesting. And were you also the, how is that? How are the rules? If if I don't know, if someone gets injured in like quarterfinals, can you still have a backup as a team or are you done then?
During the quarterfinals, no, no. I
Interesting.
can I can be a backup for someone until the competition, before the day before the competition starts.
Yeah. Ah, interesting. So there's a small chance then that you if someone from the team gets injured, will they call you to go to the games?
Yes, but
Interesting.
I hope to. Yes, it is interesting, but I hope to watch them by home from home.
Yeah, to not have that situation. Yeah.
Yes,
Interesting.
yes, absolutely.
Was that was that so you basically trained, which period did you train with them at the team stuff?
On February.
From February. Interesting. Was that difficult for you to go into the semifinals as a individual with all that team training, or was it okay?
No, 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 was okay. Um, can happen during the year that you can do team stuff also at home here
Yeah.
with someone, with friends, and it's okay, no problem. Individual or
Interesting.
team are two different stimulus, but
Yeah.
it's still training.
Did you? What placement did you end up in Madrid?
In Madrid with the team,
Yeah.
we won.
Oh man, awesome. First, was that the first team competition for you?
Yes, in in 4 person team. Yes, for me it was the first.
So you have a perfect record.
100%.
100% winner. In the UFC or something, you will be 1-1.
So, for example, I think this is a story that could be interesting for you. Last year, after the semi, I was broke physically and mentally. So I stopped training for 2 months.
At all? So like no training at all?
At, at all. Just
Wow.
ping pong, tennis, and basket.
So not no
No,
no
no
CrossFit.
CrossFit. No
Wow.
CrossFit for 2 months.
And
And it was very good for me, for my knees, for my elbows, for
mm,
my wrists. Was very good also for my mind. And but this year for me is not possible, because until the day after the games I'm a backup, so I have to be ready for everything that can happen.
for the small
I
chance
can't.
that someone has to drop out, you
Yes,
have to be ready.
also
Yeah.
for yes, also for respect, also for respect that I have to them. I have to be ready no matter what. I can't go on holiday, maybe in Sicily, eating some everything that I want. Maybe someone call me, oh, Tommy, we need you. Oh, okay, I'm coming.
I'm in bed with a Ben and Jerry's. What are you talking about?
Yes, yes.
Interesting, man. Last year after the semis, which placement did you took last year at the semis?
The same as this year. Last
Same
year
as
we
this year?
were, yes, because last year we were 30, this year
Yeah.
60, and last year I got 17th, and this year 34th. So it's the same.
It's the same. Yeah. What do you think? Which format did you like better? Like 30 athletes or the 60 athletes?
I think for me, in my opinion, in when you are in 30 with only 5 spots, it's more difficult to qualify for the games.
Hmm.
I think
Interesting.
this format of 60 is not. I'm not saying that it's easy, because
Hmm.
it's not easy. It's not easy
Not at all. Yeah.
but it's easier for me.
Interesting. Yeah, I thought about that too. When I went back from all the semis, you could have like before that, you could have one bad event and you're basically done. But
Hmm.
this year, you could have a bad event and still get into qualifying. So I guess it's
Yeah.
easier, but still not easy. Not
It's
easy.
still impossible, but
Yeah.
it's easier, but it's not easy.
Which where did you went last year at the semi? Were you in at the lowlands or the
No, strength in depth.
strength and depth in that's
Yes, was my
in
first time in London. I have never been in
London?
London before.
Have you been to Berlin before that
No,
year?
so first time also in Berlin.
What did you think about the place?
Yeah, but next question. No, 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 no. I'm joking. I'm joking. I think uh, I'm taking London and Berlin. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that are two different, completely different cities. I prefer cities like maybe London, just because it's easier to move. Okay,
Hmm.
you can take the metro, you can take everything you want. Uh, I found difficult to move in Berlin with all the bags, with all the
Yeah.
stuff that
Yeah.
I needed to the for the competition.
Did you
But
have where did you stay? Did you have to travel a lot before every day getting to the venue?
for 15 minutes,
50 minutes. Oh, that's okay.
15 minutes by tram.
Yeah.
But last year, maybe it was where 5 to 4 minutes by metro.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah,
Well,
the
from
metro
home,
system in London is really good.
yes, from home were 5 minutes straight to the venue. It
Yeah.
was crazy.
Did you go with the tram to the venue in Berlin?
Yes, always.
Awesome, man. And did you have to, where did you get out? Did you have to walk through this park next to the
Yes,
venue?
every time. Yes, every time. Maybe 1 to 1.5 kilometers every
Man,
day.
it's the same for me when I was a spectator this year, and I felt it's so weird. That park um next to that venue, the Mauerpark, it's so weird, man.
Was pure chaos. Pure
It's
chaos.
so it's like Burning Man or something. It's like a festival. I don't
Yes,
know if
but
the listeners, you have to understand this is like a park, but especially on a weekend, there are
have
like
you been
tons of people.
have you been there on Sunday
Yeah, yeah,
after the competition?
Yeah,
was something crazy. I've never seen something like
it's
this.
crazy. There are like thousands of people like having barbecue, grilling. Then at
Yes.
every 5 meters, there's like some guys with guitars, like drums, or like dancing, or a DJ is like playing his music like 5 meters from there. It's crazy. Everybody is taking drugs. I have the feeling like it's a huge party, and it was so weird for me. When I came back from the competition, I always thought, what are the athletes thinking? Like they're in this hall with the 60 like fittest people in Europe, and then they have to go through this park with like crazy LSD like partying people, and like I thought like,
I
what is
think
this?
I think that I think that you have to be fit also to survive a weekend like this in a weekend like that in that park.
It's another kind of fitness, yeah, but I think
Yes, but
yeah, yeah, I thought that was so weird for me too. Like I thought about from the athlete perspective and also from the people in that park, when they
mhm.
walk past like the hall and see the the huge banner with Lazar and Linda Kiesman on, they probably think, what is this? Should I go in there? But I never saw any people like getting in. Like, in the venue,
I
there
think
were
I
only like
think that
CrossFit people.
I think that that's the problem with CrossFit in general.
Yeah.
I mean, uh, people that doesn't know don't know anything about the sport are not interested
Yeah.
to get in.
They don't get in. Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly. Yeah.
because
Like
it's
basically
I think
like,
for it's too difficult to understand a sport like this that you don't know.
you never
It's
seen before. Yeah.
different maybe that from a basketball game
Yeah.
or a football game.
Yeah. There you understand quickly what's going on. Yeah, I guess that. But I
Yes,
thought it would
also
be
that
so much fun. Like imagine like these guys with all the drums, they just get into the hall and like make a huge party in the crowd. That would be so good.
whoa, that would be so crazy and so good.
That was a
But
little bit like that.
I think too many too much hype for the athletes could be too much hype. Yes.
Yeah. But I think it was okay in Berlin. I think I don't know. I went there like 7 in the morning to get in, like the earliest possible.
Wow.
I watched everything like from the start to the end, like, and then I guess like in the first heats there were not many people in the stands, but as the day
Hmm.
goes on, it filled, and at the end it was like packed and a really good show, I think.
I know that thing because I was in the first heat on the second day at
Yeah,
9 a.m. with no one in the crowd.
I was there. I was there.
Doing Linda.
Oh yeah, I was there watching. But I think like I have to tell you, when I was at the stands, I went there like I had friends at the venue too, but I went so early that I was by myself, and I always like took seats in the crowd next to some guys I don't know. At the first day I was with a French group, and
Hmm.
they had like banners and like these
But
things you can.
upstairs.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay, because the French were upstairs.
yeah,
I remember the sounds of.
yeah, exactly like that. They were really loud, and on the second day I was on the other side with some Italians, and they were also like really like supporting all the Italian athletes. I really thought about that,
Yes,
and then after the
yes,
weekend I thought like,
we felt that we
yeah,
felt that.
They also have like flags and like all the Italians were like getting some love from them. And after the weekend, I thought like, yeah, the French and the Italians, they were the like the loudest supporters, you know?
We are pure passion.
Interesting. What do you think about the semifinal this year?
So I have never been at the regionals. Do you?
No, no. That was my first
Okay,
year like watching at the venue. I always watched
okay,
on the screen before that.
okay. I have never been at regionals, but everyone said to me that regionals and this year semifinals were too similar,
Hmm.
and was a good thing.
Yeah.
Also for the crowd, for the floor, for everything. So I preferred by far this year than last year in London, because last year in London maybe was too similar to a simple throwdown.
Mhm.
Okay, and this year you can feel the game's atmosphere.
Yeah, I guess so. And it was like for the spectators, like people like me, it was amazing. Like everyone was there. Like
Hmm.
you don't have to choose, you know. Oh, I want to see Tommaso and I want to see like BKG, but there one is at the at the friend at the lowlands, one is at the strength depth. What I'm gonna do
Yes,
this year, you see everybody. So that was
everyone.
really cool. So this picture, like when I translate this, it's like it's not the time yet, but it will come.
Yes,
Is it
and
like
also
that?
the second pick.
What is that?
You, you know that?
No, what is it?
It's from a manga, One Piece. Do you know One
Oh,
Piece?
oh yeah, One Piece. I know One Piece. My brother is hugely into it, but I
Okay.
never followed it. What is it
This
about?
in this picture is the main character. Um, in the manga is written a sentence similar, very similar to this. Um, it
Ah,
takes
okay.
time, so one day the time will come.
One day you will be there. Are you happy with your performance, or was it disappointing?
So last year I wasn't happy. As I said, I was broke. This year was okay. I'm not still where I want to be, okay, but was quite different from last year because I enjoyed the time on the floor. I enjoyed the time with the other competitors. I wasn't close, mind closed to anyone, and for me, this is a huge improvement from last year.
Hmm. So was it? So it was an improvement from the mindset
Yes, yes,
because you said like the placement is like basically the same. Like if you
yes,
took
yes.
like 30 athletes, you
For
basically the same.
example, it's easier to say it. This year, I remember everything.
Hmm.
I don't remember anything from last year.
Huh.
So, do you understand? It's
Yeah, yeah. Did you had a goal coming into the competition?
what? Huh?
Did you have a goal like coming into competition?
Well, the goal is always to make it to the games, but you know, can happen or cannot happen.
Yeah. Interesting. What was your
I'm
when you?
I'm not competing to just to be there.
Yeah.
My dream and my goal is one day to make it to the games. I hope to can do it a day, but I have to continue training to trust the journey and go on.
Since when do you train? How long have you been
Sorry.
into? Since when do you
Uh,
train?
so yeah, from 2015, 9th on January 2015.
Oh, you know the exact date, man.
Yes, I remember it.
How was it? How have you found this thing?
I remember also the first drop in the first class where was wall balls nose to bar, and before the workout um, there was snatch snatch technique with the PVC, obviously.
Yeah. And why did you drop in? Have you known about CrossFit before? How did you?
No, no, because I did football for 8 years before CrossFit. Okay,
Like
I
everyone in
was
Europe.
so yeah, I was so in love. I was so in love with football. I'm still because I'm still a football fan, but I love to play football with my friends, with the team. But a coach said to me that for me was over.
Hmm. Why did he say that?
Uh,
Did you have like an injury or did you just,
no, no, never injured during my football career.
man,
But he didn't trust the youngest. Okay, because
how old were
I
you
was
when he said that?
17.
Man,
I was the one of the youngest in the team, and he didn't trust the youngest and said to me that, and I was completely burned out. I needed to change everything, and a friend said to me, "Come, maybe let's try CrossFit."
did you, didn't you like when he said that to you, were you like, oh fuck, I'm heartbroken? Or did you, why didn't you, you could have just said, okay, I'm going to another team, but was that not an option?
No, there wasn't options because uh, from a low level category, I passed to a mid level category. Okay,
Mhm.
um, for the summer prep. And during this summer prep, without any chance to prove my abilities, uh, he said to me that thing just after the summer prep. So I was completely cut out from every team because
Man, that sucks. Which position did you play?
defender.
Interesting, man. Yeah, that's so interesting. And then you, a friend said, Let's go to this CrossFit thing."
Yes, he was also a defender like me in that
Mhm.
team, and for the same reason, he quit football because of the
Man,
coach. And before me, he started to train at CrossFit and said to me, "Let's try, come."
interesting. Did you do any like weight training before CrossFit, or was that
Never,
completely new to you?
completely new because I never lifted a barbell, lifted a dumbbell, lifted anything. Because in
Yeah.
Italy, also in the school, is not are not used
It's
That's the
just
problem with
conditioning.
that's the problem in Italy.
It's the same in Germany, man. Like
Not also no
there,
conditioning because at school, very, very, very often, um, I didn't do the gymnastic hour
Mhm.
to study for the next hour, to
Yeah.
study maybe Italian, to study math,
Ah,
to
okay.
study physics for the next hour.
So you skipped sports to prepare for the other
Yes,
stuff. Interesting.
yes.
Interesting. In our school, it was always like we had sports class, but the teacher, he was so lazy, you know? He had like he was so lazy. He always told us at the beginning of the class, he was, okay, I have on my schedule, we have like, I don't know, jumping or
Mhm.
like running around the track. But if you not want to do that, we can also play like soccer the entire time, and I give you a four or a three if you want that. And of course, everyone said, "Okay, we play football," and it was like that all the time. You know, we just played soccer, and all the other stuff we didn't do. So he was so
No,
lazy, man.
for me, this thing is crazy. No, it's not good.
Yeah,
It's not good.
school system is like, for me it's broken, like especially like sports and stuff. Like there's so much value for kids, but no one is doing it. It's insane. But interesting, man. I had like a year ago, I had Jonas Müller from Switzerland.
Okay, okay.
I had him on, and he told me basically the exact same story. Like he was also playing soccer, and the coach didn't like him for some reason, and he was out. Like, and then he told me that that's the thing he really likes about CrossFit, because it's all on you. You know, there is no
Mm-hmm.
coach who can't like you or something. If you put in the hard work, you will go somewhere, but only if you do it. You know, but there's no one else like deciding you're in, you're out, you're good, you're not good. Like it's all on yourself, and that's what he really likes about the sport.
I'm not. I wasn't good in individual sports because before football, I did for many years swimming. Okay,
Mm.
I was also good in swimming, but um, the main problem for me what was that under the water you are completely alone.
Yeah,
Okay, completely, no one, just your thoughts.
maybe a fish somewhere.
Well, maybe a fish somewhere, yes. But in CrossFit, you are alone, but you are not alone because
Mm.
of the all the other competitors. You can hear something.
Yeah,
You can hear the crowd. You can hear the music. You can hear. And so I found that thing that I really liked in CrossFit
interesting. So I have this
because
question I ask everybody. Oh,
because
sorry.
okay, because I'm good in team sports. I think that I'm also good in team in CrossFit, like a team of two or team of four. But I found that in individual stuff, okay.
I have this question I ask like basically everyone who comes on the show who's an athlete, but you basically like answered this question with that. Like I ask everyone if it's better for you to compete in the gym against the clock, like you know, for some qualifier or in the quarterfinals or the open, on
Hmm.
your alone in a gym against the clock, or on the floor against other people, like you know.
I'm very, very, very way better alone at the gym.
Hmm.
Alone at the gym against the clock, maybe like quarterfinals, as you said. for me is very better.
Why do you think that is?
Maybe because in 8 years of CrossFit, I had always trained by myself. So it's like a pure training. So, and the competition are something different. Maybe I have to train with someone with the whole week with the whole year for the whole year to develop this ability to stay with someone during a workout, during a competition, during a qualifier.
Maybe that's the reason why you like that training with the No Shortcuts team so much.
Yes,
because it's like a
maybe
taste of that, you know?
yes, but also in Madrid, for example, I found very easier for me to stay in a competition field in team because of I had no pressure. So I had the pressure to perform well, okay, but maybe the team, I don't know. For me, for maybe the pressure to stay alone against someone else is high, and I found easier to stay in a team.
Interesting. I always thought that it's harder to compete in a team. Like, you know, you don't want to let down your teammates. If you fuck up at the individual, it's only on you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But if you
Yes.
fuck up in a team, you're also like, I let these people down.
Uh,
Interesting.
I I was during the football years. I was the captain
Mm.
when I was in the low category team,
Yeah.
and maybe that thing that thing was good now because I develop an, I don't know how to say it. Uh, for example, you said that you think that it's difficult to stay in a team because of the pressure to do a mistake. Okay,
Yeah.
I had I didn't had that pressure in Madrid. Maybe for the role that I had in my football career, the captain, because I trusted my my teammates and I trusted myself, and maybe for that I
Yeah,
perform
it could be.
better, but I perform better in team than individual.
Yeah, that could be. Like as a captain, you have to have like you're a leader, basically, you know? You have
Mm-hmm.
this leader mindset that, yeah, I trust these people and I trust myself. We can do it. And that's, yeah, I think so. Man, that's really interesting. So what is the goal for this year and for the next season?
I had a lot of ideas, a lot of projects. For example, I started to work with a social media manager.
Uh-huh.
For example, my last reel is the first one of a new format.
Let's see. Can I watch reels on the screen? Yeah, I can. That one?
Yes, that one. New format of simple tips for everyone. No
Yeah.
one in Italy, no one does reel like this or videos like this.
So what are you doing?
I'm teaching the right technique of the rower.
Uh-huh.
It's just a simple tutorial video.
Cool. And you want
And
to do more like that?
people really like the stuff like this. So we want to continue to post reel like this in the next week.
Interesting. Are you also coaching?
Yes, yes. At CrossFit Bad Beast, I do some classes, not so many, but some classes.
Interesting.
I do also some programming or some PT, stuff like this.
Cool. And will we see you at the semis again next year?
I hope
So that's the goal again.
that's the goal again. Every
Man.
damn year.
How old are you, Tommaso?
I'm from 1997, so I'm 26 right now.
26. You
Time,
still have time, man.
time, yeah, time flies
You
very
still have
fast.
time. How old were you when you found CrossFit? 17? No.
18.
2015? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. You still have time, man.
I hope.
You
I
have
hope.
time to get there. Man, thanks for coming on. That was a really fun interview.
Thanks for everything. Thanks to you for everything, and I hope to to that my English is okay for you
Yeah,
all.
it was fine, man. It was fine. You know, it's
Hope
always funny,
to
like it's always funny, like people they often tell me, yeah, my English is not so good and I don't know, man, okay. And I'm always like, so yeah, we can do it. I can like, for example, like 2 weeks ago, I had Bronislav Olenkowicz on from Poland,
okay.
and he was
Hmm.
like, "Oh, my English is not so good. Maybe." And I was like, "So, let's see. I have in my box in my local affiliate. There's also a Polish guy. Maybe he wants to translate, and we have him as a backup. So, if you're not feeling with a question like good, we can ask him to translate it in Polish, and then make like that. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Okay, okay." And then he came on, and his English was fine, and the other guy, like Peter, was like basically like on the podcast for like an hour, not saying a word. And Bronislav was talking. He was sitting in his car, like talking for an hour, and I was like, afterwards, I was like, "Yeah, Peter, sorry, you were just here for an hour and did nothing, but thank you."
I know that my English is low level, but if I want to do uh, some other interviews, I
Yeah.
need to learn and I need to do mistakes. So
No, it was fine, man. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the stories you told us. And the Italians,
perfect.
they're always so nice, man. I have like I really like Italy.
Have
And
you ever been here?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I think
Where?
in the COVID years we went up to um we did that what is it called? You know that trail with these 7 small villages on the coast? What's it called? It's a huge tourist spot.
But
Uh,
on the north, on the south, on the middle.
it's on the north. What's it
But
called?
on the sea?
Yeah,
Oh, so maybe in Liguria.
could be. But I've been to Milan, I've been to Genoa and all
Okay.
the but basically up north, everything. But you know
Cinque
when I'm
Terre, maybe Cinque
Cinque
Terre, you
Terre, yeah,
know?
that's it. That's it. Yeah. We've been to that like 3 years ago.
It's
That was really
beautiful.
fun. Yeah, really beautiful, but so crowded. So crowded, man.
It's a
But I
typical
really
tourist
loved it.
location. So
Yeah. But the Italians are in my heart, I walked do you know the Camino de Santiago in Spain?
yes, yes.
I walked it 3 times and
When I was 18, no, 17 maybe, I planned it with a friend,
uh-huh,
but never
never
did it.
happened. Oh
No,
man,
never
it's so
happened.
good. If you ever like have a month or something off, you should do it. It's an amazing, like, it's one of the best things I did in my life so far. It's so
Wow,
good. It's so
wow.
good. So good. And the most significant one, I walked on my own, but it's like you said in CrossFit, you're on your own, you're alone, but you're never alone.
Hmm.
You're only alone if you want to. And like I think like 2 weeks in, I came across this group of Italians and I walked the whole way with them. And you guys, you had just you are so like you have a so loving life attitude. Like
Hmm.
they were always so happy, like walking with each other. And at the evening, we cooked for the entire group, and it was like just basically loving life for like 3 weeks straight. It was
I
so
can
good.
imagine. I can imagine the loud.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They were so loud. And the one guy, Andrea, he always cooked for us in the evening. And one time we walked like I think like we walked that day, we walked like 30 kilometers or something. And then
Wow.
he cooked pasta for all of us, and it took him forever, man. I think he cooked the pasta for like 4 hours or something. And we
Wow.
were we were all so starving. And we were like, Andrea, when is it finished? Maybe another hour. The soup must be really, really good, but it's gonna be amazing, Tim. It's gonna be amazing. Oh, okay, okay.
Okay, okay.
Went back an hour. Is it finished, Andrea? No, no, no. It must have a little bit more, a little bit more. It was so
I think
good.
I think I think the way you eat in Italy
Yeah,
is is incredible. You can't find it in
yeah. Nowhere else, man. It's so good.
nowhere else. Yes.
Yeah. It's so like they enjoy preparing and eating the food, man. So good.
Yes.
And now I have flashbacks, man. Also, like, what's that thing they have in Milan? That bread with olive oil on top of it?
In
Focaccia.
Milan. Ah, focaccia. Okay, focaccia.
Focaccia. Oh, so good. Focaccia in Milan, man. Oh, man, so good.
Focaccia is very famous in Italy.
Yeah. So
Also
good, man.
in Liguria, near Cinque Terre, there is Recco, okay? And focaccia di Recco is focaccia with melted cheese on top.
Ooh.
And
What kind of cheese? Like, is it like
oh,
mozzarella or some other cheese?
no, 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 no mozzarella. And
Okay.
it's crazy.
I have to try that. I have to try that. Yeah, man, Tommaso, thank you.
Thanks for everything.
I'm gonna